The internet. In my time that I've been on the internet, it has really just been like a heckish landscape. You name it, I've probably seen it. 2 girls, 1 cup, a man in a jar. And it's pretty much a fact that we will just do and say things that we would normally never do. Like, for instance, eat a banana bean sandwich. Watch my last video if you want to see me get peer pressured. And I believe that 4chan is the perfect example of this. And I am here to do good and put some of my positive banana beans energy back out into the world and expose once and for all what 4chan truly is. People all over my internet-ly feeds have been really just, how do I say this, praising, I guess, 4chan. I'm not really a spellman.
Look, there's a reason I became a
YouTuber,
but not a spellman.
A what?
A spellman.
Spellman is not a thing, Joe.
Sure it is. Fireman, longshoreman, spellman. Stop me when I'm wrong.
he's getting too many right.
And showing all the, sexy and good angles that 4chan has. Probably one of the worst sites known to mankind. Yeah, I know 4chan and some of its users have done quote-unquote fantastic things, like saving animals from their abusers and exposing those abusers to the public. But who really cares about animals in the first place? Do you? Huh? Do you? Do you PETA-loving hippie? Huh? Nerd? They're also known for, taking down a white supremacist radio talk show. But like, is racism even that bad? I'm kidding. And in all seriousness, kudos to those amazing 4chan users who did free those animals and took down that racist radio talk show. But my 20% fun self have just felt the need to show the world and prove once and for all that 4chan is not the good doing platform we see it as today. And just to really take you guys back in time to when 4chan was just a well-hated platform by basically everyone on the internet, wherein everyone was in unity about the dismissal of 4chan. Now, before I truly start this video, I need you guys to remember that this is only a portion of 4chan users, and a lot of them are pretty cool, especially the ones who stop racism and abuse of animals, which I might do a video on in the future about those beautiful anti-racist people. But some 4chan users are just truly losers who have nothing better to do than mess with people's lives and bring nothing else to the table besides their grubby little Doritos dust covered fingers, and just ruin people's days, or in severe cases their entire lives. So cool 4chan users, I love you guys. You guys are beautiful. But bad 4chan users, you guys deserve no love. 4chan users, more like 4chan losers. Thank you. But what the heck is even 4chan? If you do not know what 4chan even is, 4chan is a site that was originally created to talk about anime in Japan, but now it's a message board that is used for fathering basically all the popular internet memes, like rickrolling, rage faces, and being used to spread people's political thingamajiggers. But 4chan is mainly known for hosting all sorts of uncensored content. And these are the worst things that 4chan has ever done. Let's begin our journey into the deepest, darkest depths of 4chan. Now, I don't think we're starting off with the hardest hitting one on today's list, but like, it's pretty much up there for horrible things that 4chan has done. Crashing Apple's stock prices. Boom! It's 2008, and Apple's having one of its best years so far, from releasing the App Store to a whole list of new products. It seems that your investment you literally just placed is surprisingly taking off. So one day you check your phone and see that it's crashed, and you just lost so much money. In October of 2008, a rumor started to go around about Steve Jobs' death, causing people to pull out their investments in Apple, and making people who just decided to start investing a couple grand into Apple to lose so much money. And guess where this rumor originated? 4chan. Some users on 4chan created a rumor about Steve Jobs suffering from a heart attack, but it really actually wasn't all 4chan's fault in this story. The news was carried by CNN, who thought the post was in fact real, causing the stock price to just plummet just because they forgot to fact check. The NFL bomb threats. In 2006, a Wisconsin man by the name of Jack Bram created a copy pasta. If you're not actually up to date with the internet lingo, here's what a copy pasta means. Copy pasta is a thread that people just copy and paste until it reaches all corners of the internet. But this copy pasta wasn't anything funny like a Rickroll, which was also created by 4chan. Oh no. It was a full-fledged document about where, when, and why Jack was gonna bomb multiple NFL stadiums. And here is what the document read. Please, YouTube, I'm begging you right now, do not take this down. I swear I'm not trying to bomb NFL stadiums. This was some random 4chan user. I'm begging you, YouTube, I'm on my hands and knees. Please do not take this down. The copy pasta read as, on Sunday, October 22nd, 2006, there will be 7 dirty bomb explosive devices detonated in 7 different US cities: Miami, New York City, Atlanta, Seattle, Houston, Oakland, and Cleveland. The death toll will approach nearly 100,000 people from the initial blast, and countless other fatalities will sooner or later occur as a result from the radioactive fallout. The bombs themselves will be delivered via trucks and these trucks will pull to the stadiums hosting NFL games, each respective city. All stadiums to be targeted are open areas, excluding Atlanta, Georgia's Dome, the only enclosed stadium to be hit due to the open air. The radioactive fallout will destroy those not killed by the initial explosion. Explosions will be near simultaneous, with the cities specifically chosen in different time zones to allow for multiple attacks at the same time. He just goes on to take a trip to Yabbersville and back about how the 22nd will mark the final day of Ramadan, as it will soon fall into Mecca, and that Al-Qaeda will automatically be blamed for the attacks, though later Osama bin Laden will issue a video message claiming full responsibility for what he dubs America's Hiroshima. In the aftermath, civil wars apparently will erupt across the world, both in the Middle East and within the United States. Global economies will screech to a halt, and general chaos will rule. These messages would honestly be insanely terrifying to read if you had no idea what the context was, which hundreds of thousands of people did not know the context of this message. But thankfully, the story does have a really happy ending, which features Jake serving 6 months of jail time, 6 months of house arrest, and thousands of dollars in fines, which I personally believe not even close to nearly enough. But hey, what do I know? I really never tried to cause mass chaos.
Or have I?
The hacking of Trayvon Martin's email. Martin was a 17-year-old teen who was sadly shot and killed in Sanford, Florida, when walking back from 7-Eleven after purchasing some Skittles and a delicious cool Arizona watermelon drink. On February 26, 2012, Martin had an altercation with a community watch member who sadly shot and fatally killed Martin on that night, which caused a huge majority of America to be up in arms about how unfair and unjust this shooting was. But sadly, not everyone saw this shooting as the same. Some members on 4chan decided that they should hack into Martin's email and other social media accounts to find any dirt on him, and one of these pathetic 4chan users managed to break into Martin's email, a white supremacist operating underneath the username Clan Cleon, which he managed to hack into Martin's email and Martin's Facebook account. He then began to post screenshots of all of Martin's private contents to 4chan's political boards, claiming that they included evidence that the teenager deserved to be killed. Dude, I literally swear right now that some people have the average IQ of a room temperature thermostat. But anyway, this obviously made no difference in the eyes of a sane person who thought the shooting was just unjust and unfair. The Neil McKenna shooting. In 2013, an 18-year-old college student by the name of Neil McKenna posted some horrible and downright villainous messages to the 4chan board saying, "Hey, it's time. My name is Neil McKenna and I go to River Community College in Christiansburg, Virginia. I'm gonna give y'all the details because the news never gets it right." He then goes on to tell about the shotgun and the shotgun shells he will be using to shoot up the mall near to him, and where you can go to listen in on the shooting, because if you're a very sick, twisted individual like Neil, you'll probably want to listen to that. He then goes on to yap about that he's just a little bit nervous since he's never really handled a shotgun before, which he then comes to find out when he manages to just waste all of his ammo, luckily not killing anyone and minorly injuring 2 people, which is an actual miracle. And 5 minutes into Neil's temper tantrum, Neil was taken down by police. Dude, this guy was actually a pathetic loser. Now, this was still a horrifying and sad case, and my heart really does go out to people who were directly affected by this, like Neil's family and the people who were injured in this horrifying incident. But holy dude, Helen Keller was a better shot than this guy. And this story really does have a happy ending because Neil got what he deserved. And I really hope Neil enjoyed his little temper tantrum, because now he's stuck dropping the soap in prison, because that's where Neil is currently right now, rotting in prison on 2 counts of malicious wounding and 2 counts of use of a firearm during the commission of a felony. Now, these are not the only stories about the dark side of 4chan, and definitely not the worst ones, because I'm not really trying to be shut down this shortly into my career. But sadly, we have run out of time. Thank you guys so much for watching to the end of this video, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. And hey, if you stuck around this long, why don't you guys like and subscribe, because all subscribers do get a shout out in the next video. It takes 2 seconds for you, means a literal world to me, and you get a shout out in the process, so pretty good deal. And here were last week's subs. These beautiful people's names are Peace Baby, Yuri, Jamu, a Mailman, and Carrie. Thank you guys so much for subscribing, and thank you so much for sticking around to the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.